Hi there, everybody. Fonnie Ravenwood here. Today I'm going to teach you how to utilize 4x4 breathing as well as Bible verse Psalms 118:24 as a way to instantly calm anxieties, panic attacks, can ward off the beginning of a headache if used right at the beginning, at the first onset of that headache. It can be used for so many different ways and in so many different places. You can be in a crowded area and use it and no one would even know that you're using it to calm yourself down. Now, 4x4 breathing literally saved me from a full-blown panic attack one day, and ever since then I've been utilizing it at various aspects of my life. One day, as I was utilizing the breathing, I had realized that the cadence of the breath, intake of a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, and repeating for at least 3 times. I realized that cadence of the 1, 2, 3, 4 had the same cadence as that Bible verse, Psalms 118:24. And so instead of counting, I went from counting to understanding and really recognizing what it felt like in my body to take that breath and to take my time taking that breath and what it felt like to release, all the tension and everything that was being built up. It brings oxygen back into your body. It calms your brain. It, during moments of being triggered, your amygdala is hijacked. This calms everything down. It works wonders. It really does. Now you incorporate this Bible verse. Oh my goodness. So what you do is on the inhale breath, you quote the Bible verse, and there's a very loud plane going by now. You probably heard that. Sorry about that brief interruption. So what you do is at that time, you, instead of counting, you recite the Bible verse. So on your in breath, you say, "This is the day." You hold for that the Lord has made. You release, "I will rejoice," and hold, "and will be glad in it." It does follow that same 1, 2, 3, 4 cadence, but then it also brings your awareness back to, this is where we're renewing our mind in these moments, taking our thoughts captive. We're giving ourselves something to focus on. We're doing the breathing exercise to bring ourselves into this present moment. And then what happens is, because you're reciting this Bible verse, you're fighting whatever, maybe even spiritual warfare going on at that time with this Bible verse, and you start to realize, okay, wait a minute, this is a new day. Whatever is triggering me is not happening right now. This is a new day, and I am, yada yada, whatever else you feel like, the Holy Spirit is reminding you at that moment, because He is our helper, right? And He will bring to remembrance all things that Christ has taught us. Well, Christ taught us a lot of things throughout our journey, and some of these things is something like this. And so now you can incorporate that and build upon that and remind yourself of how far you've come, the things that He's helped you through, and He'll remind you of those things in those moments. And so this is where you really start to take thoughts captive. And then everything starts to calm down. Everything changes, and it's just an amazing thing that ends up happening. And so as you realize, okay, this is the day the Lord has made, I will rejoice and be glad in it. And now we will rejoice and we will be glad in it. And we do need that reminder sometimes, because we need to rejoice and say, well, this day the Lord has made for me, and this day those things are not happening. This day I get to choose what I set my mind on, and this day I get to choose if I want to learn from the past or if I want to repeat the past. I get to make that choice. And so then as the Bible verse goes on, I will rejoice and be glad in it. And let's see, is that all of it? This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes. And so that's how it all comes together, So you bring all of that into your awareness. It helps you to take thoughts captive. I have literally started using this when I would just start to get a headache. I would just start to feel the pressure of it. Instantly, I would do 4x4 breathing. and everything would calm down, the headache would go away. And it's something with getting that extra oxygen in. And I'm not a medical licensed healthcare professional. I don't know all the technical terms for a lot of things, but I do know what works, and I promise you this will work. So go ahead and give that a try. Some 4x4 breathing techniques incorporated with Psalms 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Will you?